People, it looks like the war in Chirac and St. Louis is continuing to rage on. We got to come up with a name for this interstate gang war, man. Shy Lewis, Saint Rack. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments, but it has gone to another level, man. We obviously saw Q50 dropping his song, Dis in St. Louis. Okay, the track 60K dropped not too long ago, and you saw me react to it on the channel. Okay, you know what's going down, all right? You know what's going down. Bloodhound Q50, he dropped his song 60K, basically confirming that he robbed some guys, allegedly 1448 in St. Louis for $60,000. I'm pretty sure he said they thought they was buying dope and he sold them some soap. That was the rumor going around. Other people had said that, you know, he was booked for a fake show, or he'd taken some show money from people and didn't come to the show. We don't really know all the ins and outs at this point, but what we do know is that the next biggest demon out of St. Louis, man, our guy, is he our guy? I feel like he's our guy, man. CTS Luh Wick, he's finally clapped back. He's got his own song out. Now, this song is just called Bloodhound Diss. Now, shout out to CTS Luh Wick. Okay, I rock with you. I like your music. But come on, man. You could have come up with a better title than that than just Bloodhound Diss. But then again, this is a Bloodhound Diss. You know, you could have called it Bloodhound K, you could have called it Q50K, you could have called it Q59. I don't know, okay? But Bloodhound Disc, he went with Bloodhound Disc. People are saying that this is a cheat code, and I'm going to react to it and break down the lyrics just like I did with that Q50 song. Now, for copyright reasons, I have unfortunately had to mute the music video, so I'll break it down for you guys bar by bar. I'll let you know exactly what he's saying about our boy Q50, all the Bloodhound disses that he's making. I'll give you the extra context, but go and give this song a listen in your own time. I haven't even heard it. I did hear a snippet. We know that 607 Unk teased this song. There was a snippet, and I believe it's sampling the game's classic song, One Blood, classic tune by the game, okay? And this is his remix, this in the Bloodhound, saying One Blood, and it's just going to be crazy. So let's get into it. We'll listen to it. I'll break down the lyrics, and then we will get to the comments, how this has been received. But it's already pushing 88K views in one day. And look, I'll keep it real with you, man. I rock with CTS Luh Wick. His role has slowed down quite a bit. The last music video that he dropped didn't go crazy. When he first came out of jail, he was doing crazy numbers. His first day out did 1.9 million views. He had another song out a little while after that called Rusty Tech. This was only pushing 11K views before all the madness went down with Q50, so it just goes to show you the marketing is really working. But he wasn't really hitting big numbers for a little while. People had kind of looked into other artists, but he's got that motion back now off the back of this beef, okay? And forget about the numbers. That song Rusty Tech is a banger, okay? That song is actually a banger. I rock with that. I listened to that in the car a lot recently. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Bloodhound Diss, CTS Luh Wick, and Sumo Dub, man. It's going to be mad disrespectful, I already know. So they got all the guns. It's looking like a Bloodhound video already, man. It's looking like a Bloodhound video. All the guns. He said, I really get through every gap. Make your Q50 rap. If you don't know, the Q50 is an Infiniti Q50. It's a car. It's a luxury version of, I think, a Nissan Altima or something like that. And, you know what I'm saying? Them Bloodhounds, they be bouncing out Q50s. I've seen some surveillance footage of a Infiniti Q50 being used in a drill. That's a damn nice car to be using in a drill. He says, I get through every gap. Make your Q50 rap. He said, I'll go post up in the rack, catch a bloodhound. Catch a bloodhound, he gonna get his little ass cracked, okay? Man. I can't quite understand what he's saying there. Hang on. I think he said his rat ass can't rap. His ass is tapped. He'd be having perk attacks. And that's obviously a reference to Q50. You know what I'm saying? Be sniffing the perks. He's always sniffing perks, man. That's like his trademark move. That's like his emote, man. If he was a Fortnite character, it'd be that perk sniffing move. He said, if you ain't smoking Lil Jeff or Lil Scoom, then sorry, we can't match. I don't know if he'd be on Tinder out here, bro, but you know what I'm saying? Ladies, you're going to have to put that in your bio. I'm smoking Lil Jeff and Lil Scoom if you want to match with CTS Luh Wick. I'm not condoning these lyrics, but that's what he's saying. He's saying you can't match, you can't even be down with him if you're not smoking those unfortunately deceased characters. Not characters, but you know, they were big characters. They were big personalities in the scene for the Bloodhounds. He said 50 sniff perks off the car. We saw him do that in Convy's stream. And he says, I got 100 in my AR. He said we got a 60 on 2 Drakes. It's like 220 bullets in this car. He's saying they got all the straps. And if you see my doc on St. Louis, you'll know that's true. These guys got all the straps. They got all the loadouts. Did he say there's nothing but tracers in this Glock? He's saying there's nothing but tracers in this Glock. You try to run, won't make it far. All right, I had to go and look this up because I don't know. It was St. Louis that put me onto binary triggers that shoot when you pull the trigger in and shoot again when you let go of it. Okay, I'd never heard of binary triggers before that. Okay, and now I'm learning about tracer ammunition. Okay, tracer ammunition or tracers are bullets or cannon caliber projectiles that are built with small pyrotechnic charges in their base. When fired, pyrotechnic composition is ignited by the burning powder and burns very brightly, making the projectile trajectory visible to the naked eye during daylight and very bright during nighttime firing. This allows the shooter to visually trace the trajectory of the projectile and thus make necessary ballistic corrections without having to confirm projectile impacts and without even using the sights of the weapon. Wow. Tracer. I didn't know about tracer bullets, man. I didn't know about tracer bullets. So CTS Luh Wick, he put me onto the tracer bullets, man. That's a whole new thing to me. Wow. He said there's nothing but tracers in this Glock. You try to run, won't make it far. So he's talking about shooting people up in the nighttime with tracer bullets, and he's seeing them. He's seeing the. It's like I guess it's like a flare coming off the bullet, and he can see exactly where it's going. That's crazy. You got to give St. Louis their credit. They be putting us onto all types of gun law that I don't know. I'm from the UK, okay? I can tell you about a lock knife and a Rambo knife and a zombie knife. I don't know nothing about tracer bullets and binary triggers. So CTS Luh Wick putting me on, man. I need to stay the hell away from them tracers. That's crazy. Oh my God. He said he went on the hit, he hit the splits, and then he watched Lil Jeff ass fall. This is obviously a reference to Q50. It's a very unfortunate video where the whole, the footage where Bloodhound Lil Jeff unfortunately loses his life. And there was a moment during that drill where Q50 kind of slipped over to the floor. Now, in those split-second moments when these things are going down, people lose their foot, and he's not the first person to do that. But obviously a lot of people have made fun of him because of that. It's very tragic, and CTS Luh Wick, he knows all of his lore. You got to give him that. He knows all of the backstory. He's seen the footage. He's dropping a lot of knowledge in this song. He said they can't even get gas at their store. Was it mail? I don't even know what he's saying there. Oh, he says hit melon trying to tap a throw. So he's saying they can't even get gas at the store. Obviously, there was footage going around that was allegedly the footage of the shooting that targeted Q50. It looked like it happened at a gas station. And then he's saying he's trying to hit their melon, trying to tap a throw, trying to shoot people in the head. That's crazy. He said, I'll be damned I'll go like doo-doo win. We were trying to get a 4 for 4. I don't even know that. That might be a deceased op from CTS's hood that I don't know about. I don't even know what he's talking about there. Someone can let me know in the comments. He said, I put a Bloodhound in my scope. It's guaranteed I up the score. Now, in Q50's defense, he seemed to survive the incident untouched. So I don't know if that's guaranteed, but I definitely wouldn't want to be in CTS Luh Wick's scope when he got them tracers out. That's for sure. Damn, he said F Bloodhound and J Boogie in that cell. His ass really a hoe. So J Boogie is Lil Jeff's brother, and he was infamously locked up all through the period when the Bloodhounds were having their rise, and even when Lil Jeff passed away. Now, as far as I was aware, he'd been released from prison. He'd been released 9 months ago. I don't know if he's gone back in, but yeah, he was released. This was 5 months after Jeff passed away, apparently. And people were saying he got signed to Lil Bibby. Apparently, J Boogie had only dropped 2 songs after getting out, and he immediately got a deal with Grade A Productions. So he doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He's hopping on FaceTime with EBK J-Bo, but I don't know if he's gone back inside or whether CTS Luh Wick maybe got the out-of-date Chiracology info on this one. But he clearly knows his stuff if he dissing Jeff's brother as well, man. That's crazy. So he's saying his fake ass ain't got no B's. We catching B's right out these V's. So I think what he's saying there is that Q50 is fake claiming. Q50 famously said he's got 8 hats, 8 bodies, And, you know, a lot of people have put doubt on that. They have not all been confirmed. I couldn't find all of the specific people that had allegedly lost their lives at the hands of Q50 when I did the documentary about him. I don't personally doubt it because I don't think these guys are known for lying. But CTS Luh Wick appears to be doubting it in this song. He said, I told Lil Bruh, throw me the keys. I dropped my ski. I let the switchy sneeze. So he's saying, bro, he pulled down his ski mask and he let that switch blow, man. He's low-key claiming the shooting. He said, I tapped the fully AR, watch him collapse, and watch his body freeze. Wait a minute. What did he just say? He said, keep doing all of that trolling, then Lil Jeff, they gonna be on my P. That don't really make sense, because Lil Jeff's already not around. Lil Jeff then gonna be on my P. I don't fully understand that last line. Maybe there's more. Maybe he's saying on my profile picture or something like that. Keep doing all of that trolling. Or maybe he's saying he's going to put Lil Jeff on, like he's going to print Lil Jeff on his gun. I don't know. You guys let me know, man. I don't know everything, okay? I don't know how all these guns and switches and attachments work. Okay, but now Sumo Dub about to come in. He's about to do a whole bunch of disrespect to you. Damn. He said, boy, we F with 9-5 smoke on Lil Jeff to the head. So he's shouting out Bloodhounds Ops, the 9-5 mob. You'll know they got a whole bunch of different ops. Trap City, you know, formerly the evolution of Drill City, 9-5 mob. There are a whole bunch of people that they're at war with, okay, and they're shouting out the main ops. Bro, he said bro was in there with Jay Boogie, said he working with the feds. So he said, I'm not condoning this, but he's saying that Lil Jeff brother was working with the feds and his friend was in jail with him. I cannot confirm these rumors, but that's a pretty wild thing to put out there. Damn, he said we can't get cracked on no drill like they did to that dude Jeff, and then they show in the footage. They show in the footage of Lil Jeff in the video. I'm gonna take that off screen real quick. Okay, I don't want to let people know what's going on with that. That's crazy. Damn, he said we mixing Z Money with that Lil Jeff, but we still smoke J-Mo head. So they talking about another person from the Bloodhound, Z Money, who passed away. That was a big reason for Lil Jeff and Q50 turning up and becoming savages. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Q50 got a Z Money tattoo that's very prominent. So that's a really beloved member that they're dissing there. These guys know their history, man. They definitely tapped in with Shyra. They might have watched a few videos. They said, through the lot, bucking the switches, yeah, we want Q50 dead. That ain't even need too much explanation, but they really fully claiming the situation. I said, what the F is a bloodhound? Them dudes somewhere snorting meds. 762 out the micro Drake. They smacking like some pegs. I guess they're talking about. Are they talking about like BMX pegs? Are they saying they smacking like some pigs? That one doesn't really make sense to me. Someone else can have to break that one down for me. So he said, whole gang jumped out with fully chops. Show them how them slumps get. So that's obviously a reference to Fully Chop, another Chicago rapper that's coming up. So he goes on to diss a whole bunch of ops from, I guess, from all over St. Louis and beyond. He says, Arda K, Bloodhound K, D1K, and he's still 7K. And then he says the same thing. He says, if you ain't smoking J-Mo or J-Money, Jeff, and Scoom, then we can't match today, man. These guys. He said, fully peace. What do you say? Fully peace on the Drake. Fully peace. Bro, what do you say? Fully peace on the Drake. I guess he's talking about the clip that's on the Draco. He says, on the way to the wreck, call up Lil Dre. So this is a reference to Lil Dre from the 9-5 mob. This is definitely a big op when it comes to the Bloodhounds. And these guys are saying they're tapped in with 9-5 mob. They're rocking with the 9-5 mob and they're shouting out Lil Dre from over there, man. It's crazy. He says, state troopers try and flick on this 6-1, but that's an easy. I think he says that's an easy date or an easy. I thought he was going to say that's an easy chase, but He says that's an easy date, I think. Or an easy day. So he then just CTS Luh Wick just does a little skit at the outro. He's saying F Bloodhound. F all that dissing our stuff going on. He doesn't even do all of that. He said they got him charged up in the studio. He got his Drake in there. Nah, don't be showing that footage again, man. Don't be showing that little Jeff footage again. That's crazy. And they're just showing off all their guns, all their straps. Saying he got his Draco in there. They're saying they got their guns in there. Bro, stop showing that footage, man. God, these guys are demons, man. God damn. Give it a rest. Damn. I can't show you this, but they're holding a gun up to the phone showing the little Jeff shooting incident, and they're saying, this who we smoke. They're saying, this who we smoke. Damn, man. Damn. Very, very disrespectful, man. So let's see what the comments are saying. Let's see what everybody thought of this. You think people are going to be feeling this, or you think they're going to be hating on this, man? I low-key think some people are going to be hating. Some people are going to be feeling it. Crazy how people just finding out about CTS Luh Wick right now, but the real one's been on that. Okay, they said they can't believe he said, oh, so he said Vert be having perk attacks, not Q50. That's what they're saying, okay? So they say, yeah, you need BAP on part 2. They're saying this beef is the highlight of 2025 right now. I don't wish for any beef. I don't wish for any violence, but I'm saying the music is fire, okay? The way that they flipped that, the game sample and put it on the St. Louis beat, that was fire. That was different, man. I'm trying to hear Q50 do some more sample stuff. People saying Sumo's verse is underrated. What the hell is a Bloodhound? Them dudes be out here snorting meds. It is crazy. Luh Wick really stepped up for the city right now. People giving him his flowers. They're saying, look, I'm a Q50 fan, but Luh Wick really went hard on the diss. They're saying St. Louis going to apply that pressure. Q50 don't even realize he giving you motion right now. People saying, here we go again. They're saying it's on CJ. They're saying that diss where he's talking about Q50 falling over and doing the splits. They're saying, ain't gonna lie, that's one of the best disses I've heard in a minute. They bringing back that old school Chicago drill vibe. People saying, wow, I just noticed that's the one blood sample. Good stuff. All right, not gonna lie, this better than that Q50 song, but Luh Wick talking crazy. He talking crazy. I'm gonna keep it real. Man, I don't want to be biased, but I think I was feeling Q50's song a little bit more. I just feel like Q50 be picking really interesting beats that are very unique. This one's a bit more of a throwback beat, but both of them were good. People saying this is one of the best diss tracks of modern times. Shout out White Boy Wick. That's a bold statement. Okay, I don't know if you let me know in the comments if that's true. People saying, bro went crazy. We need this at 1 mil. They're saying they glazing when Q50 falling. This crazy work. Bloodhound fans are mad as hell. White Boy rough with it. Perk attacks. Damn, they're saying Wick doesn't miss. Are they talking about lyrically, or are they talking about... Is that Tommy G? Is that official? Is that an official Tommy G? I don't know if that's an official Tommy G. Hey, listen, they saying Wick don't miss, but Q50, I don't think he got hit, so I don't know if that's true. But shout out to Luh Wick, man. Not gonna lie, they just won round 1 as far as rap beef goes with this song, because this is killing Q50's diss. Damn, I might have to re-listen to Q50's diss and decide. People saying the game starts now. This feels like KTA versus ATK all over again. Hopefully not, man, because we don't want to see anyone else losing their life. Let's leave it in the music. Let's leave it in the studio now. Things happen. They happen. It's done. It's over with. Let's keep it in the music. They're saying they trolled hard with this beat. Obviously, they're dissing the Bloodhounds on the One Blood beat. That's classic. They're saying they showed the footage of Lil Jeff's death. That's straight disrespect. But then people are riding for Bloodhounds too. They're saying Lil Jeff would have been rolled this little guy up. Scoom the bitty. Okay. They're saying, so we smoking people we never met and they never even knew you existed. Real life nerds. They're hating, okay? He still likes that. I don't know why CTS Luh Wick liking that. But hey, it is what it is, man. People saying they put them hounds down. Wick killed it way better than Q50. People are loving it all the way from Ireland, bro. They got fans in Ireland. People are saying they're grabbing the popcorn. They're praying that Luh Wick makes it out the trenches. But look, people, I can tell you officially, it's official. Q50 has responded. He's responded to the diss song already. Not with a song, but with a post. Okay, and I've just pasted the wrong link in here, but I'm going to fix it up. I'm going to pattern up and paste the correct link into here because I'm a savage, all right? Bloodhound Q50 responded to CTS Luh Wick. He posted an image. So that was an image of Bradley B-Rad Gluckman, the main protagonist in the 2003 comedy Malibu's Most Wanted, a wannabe rap star from Malibu who acts and talks like he's from the hood. Okay. They're saying, they're dissing. Q50's responding and he's saying he's Malibu's Most Wanted. He don't do no effing rap battles. That's what he said. Not doing no effing rap battles. CTS B-Rad Malibu's Most Wanted. That's what he typed in. That's what he searched. All right. That's what he's saying. Now look. If you watch the documentary, you'll know he ain't no Malibu's Most Wanted, man. Okay, he ain't no Malibu's Most Wanted. He a real demon from St. Louis, man. He's a serious guy. But that's how Q50's taking it. That's how Q50's taking it, right? People are just laughing, okay? People are laughing. They're saying they're doing their thing, all right? They're saying it is what it is, okay? And there was another post. The same post got posted in the St. Louis drill subreddit, okay? That didn't even get any comments. I think this is all fresh right now, man. This is all fresh. But over in Chiracology, they were basically praising CTS Luh Wick, saying that basically right now, in 2025, this in Bloodhound is low-key a clout glitch. You're guaranteed to get people's attention just mentioning them because they're the most hated gang in the streets 100%. And this is a post showing not just CTS Luh Wick with 70k views in less than 24 hours on his video. Bear in mind, his last video was not hitting those kind of numbers. This has really charged him up. It's working for him. And they're showing all these other people that have dissed the Bloodhounds, Lil Quizzy and Risky Bands, dissing Lil Dre, who was mentioned there. I mean, some of these haven't really got view counts that quite support this. Tero, 1.8 million views on his one. He be killing it. One Way Lil Steve, 2.2 million. Billionaire Black, even dissing Q50, getting over 1 million views. They're saying G-Day, 46k. They're saying it really is a cheat code. You could be anywhere in America, and if you diss the Bloodhounds, okay, you're going to be doing some big numbers. Even these random audio uploads are doing numbers. People titling songs not a diss in brackets, Bloodhound diss. People are saying it looks super goofy, but they have to include that for relevance. They're trying to get into the algorithm. You got to say that it's a Bloodhound diss, all right? Some people saying it's not always popping, all right? It's not, the cheat code doesn't always work, but people are clapping back. They're saying Q50's chasing clout on every song too. Some of these dudes are just responding to him. I hope you don't think he get views just because he's a nice rapper. People are saying that his reputation and the antics is the only reason he's relevant. I disagree with that, all right? I think Q50 is actually a very talented rapper, and he picks incredible beats. That Splash Bros beat, that was different, a whole different kind of vibe. I love playing that song in the car. People saying Tero still got the best diss, and he's their actual op, all right? Saying Q50 mentions his ops in every song, so don't act surprised. Same thing when everybody was dissing Drake, like he ain't dissed them first, all right? People are saying, look, this Drake situation's different. But at the end of the day, all right, people are saying, while I prefer rap beef over street beef, the blatant clout chasing from Wick earns him a whole lot of goofy points. But it's working for him. It's working for him. People are saying he has 70k views. That ain't nothing. That's something, all right? He charged up from where he was before, okay? He charged up. And all these people are saying all these Bloodhound dudes do is diss. So they're clout chasing every time they mention hats incessantly. Look, the cheat code does appear to work, all right? CTS Luh Wick, he charged up right now, man. He responded, Q50, man, we're going to need to see another response, okay? That post saying that he's Malibu's Most Wanted, that was funny. But we're going to need to see a full-blown response, man. We're going to need to see you clap back in music, in only music. That's the only way I want to see you clap back, okay? Not robberies, not shootings. In music, we got a good old-fashioned rap beef on our hands, man. And CTS Luh Wick, he really slid on that beat, man. That was hard. So I'm excited to hear what the next diss song is. Coming from Q50, look, it's a tale as old as time, man. Rap beefs, rap feuds, back and forth. That's always what got people charged up. So at the end of the day, I'm trying to hear more music, man, and CTS Luh Wick did his thing. But what do you guys think, man? Go and listen to the song. Let me know what you thought. Go leave a comment on that video, on this video, all of that good stuff. I'll catch you in the next video, and I'm out of here, gang. Peace.